The fine line between interest and obsession. Have you ever felt like someone's attention towards you was just a little too intense? Maybe they always seem to know where you are or appear overly invested in your life. While admiration and interest are natural, obsession can quickly cross boundaries and become unhealthy. What makes this topic even more alarming is how often people fail to recognize the subtle signs of obsession until it's too late. Obsession isn't always loud and obvious. It can be insidious, hiding behind gestures that seem harmless at first. In this video, we're breaking down 5 subtle signs someone is secretly obsessed with you. These signs might surprise you, and by the end, you'll have the tools to spot the difference between genuine affection and unhealthy fixation. Let's dive in. Number 1, they monitor your online presence obsessively. In today's digital age, social media gives us incredible access to each other's lives. But when someone's interest in your online activity becomes excessive, it's a red flag. Did you know that some people track others' social media activity to the point of mapping out their daily routines? They'll notice what time you post, who you interact with, and even analyze the meaning behind your captions. This level of attention may seem flattering at first. Who wouldn't like extra likes and comments? But when someone starts screenshotting your stories or subtly dropping hints about things you've never told them directly, it's a sign they're more invested in your life than is normal. Imagine posting a picture at your favorite coffee shop, only to find this person showing up there repeatedly. They'll claim it's a coincidence, but is it? If you suspect someone is obsessively monitoring your online activity, consider limiting your posts, adjusting your privacy settings, or even confronting them if their behavior crosses a line. Think about it. When was the last time you checked who's viewing your stories or liking every post? Could someone be tracking your every move without you realizing it? Stick around to uncover even more signs. Number 2, they try to insert themselves into every aspect of your life. When someone is secretly obsessed with you, they'll go out of their way to become a central figure in your life. They'll find excuses to spend time with you, join your social circle, or even mimic your hobbies. Obsessive people often use a tactic called mirroring, where they mimic your interests to create a false sense of connection. Studies show this is a common behavior among people with obsessive tendencies. While shared interests are a foundation for healthy relationships, mirroring becomes problematic when it's used to manipulate or force closeness. This person might start attending the same gym, joining your book club, or even befriending your friends to stay close to you. Let's say you mention liking a particular band in passing. Suddenly, this person is at their next concert, claiming to have been a lifelong fan. Be cautious about how much personal information you share, especially with people who seem overly eager to be involved in your life. Setting boundaries is key. Ever had someone pop up in the most unexpected places in your life? Coincidence or something more? Keep watching for the next subtle sign. Number 3, they become overly protective or jealous. One of the clearest indicators of obsession is when someone's concern for your well-being turns into possessiveness. They might act overly protective, insisting on knowing your whereabouts or becoming jealous of your other relationships. A recent study found that jealousy, when left unchecked, can spiral into obsessive-compulsive behaviors, especially in relationships. While protectiveness can feel reassuring, it becomes toxic when it limits your freedom or creates unnecessary conflict. For instance, this person might question your friendships or criticize people you spend time with, framing it as caring about you. Picture this. You're out with friends, and this person sends a string of texts asking who you're with, where you are, and when you'll be home. It's not just concern, it's control. Address their behavior directly, making it clear that their jealousy or protectiveness is unwelcome. If they can't respect your boundaries, it might be time to distance yourself. Have you ever confused possessiveness for care? The next sign might shock you even more. Let's keep going. Number 4, they always seem to know things they shouldn't. Have you ever been caught off guard by how much someone knows about you, even things you've never shared? This could be a sign they're digging into your personal life in ways that aren't appropriate. Some obsessive individuals resort to borderline stalking behaviors, like researching your background or even contacting people from your past to learn more about you. When someone knows too much about you without a valid explanation, it can feel invasive and unsettling. This is especially problematic if they've accessed private information. They might casually bring up a job you held years ago that you've never mentioned, or reference a childhood memory they'd have no way of knowing. Protect your privacy by being mindful of what you share online and in conversation. If their knowledge crosses a line, confront them about how they know these details. Ever felt like someone knows your secrets without you telling them? It's unsettling, but the last sign might be the most disturbing yet. Stay tuned. Number 5. They create scenarios to force interaction. When someone is secretly obsessed with you, they'll go to great lengths to manufacture situations where you have to interact with them. They might bump into you at random places or create problems only they can solve. This behavior, often called rescuing syndrome, is a tactic some obsessive individuals use to make themselves seem indispensable in your life. While occasional coincidences happen, repeated forced interactions can feel manipulative. This person might pretend to need your help or position themselves as the only one who understands you. They might accidentally run into you at the grocery store or suddenly offer to help with a project they heard you mention. If these encounters feel too convenient, trust your instincts. Politely but firmly limit your interactions and avoid giving them opportunities to insert themselves into your life. Have you ever wondered if someone was deliberately orchestrating interactions with you? The answer might be clearer now. Let's wrap this up with some final thoughts. Obsession can be a slippery slope, often hiding behind behaviors that initially seem flattering. But as we've seen today, these subtle signs, obsessive online monitoring, inserting themselves into your life, overprotectiveness, knowing too much, and forced interactions are red flags that shouldn't be ignored. If you recognize any of these signs in someone's behavior towards you, it's important to set boundaries and prioritize your safety. Trust your instincts and don't hesitate to seek help if their obsession becomes intrusive or threatening. What do you think about these signs? Have you ever experienced any of them? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more insights, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. And remember, awareness is your first line of defense. See you in the next video.